Hello everybody, welcome back. So first and foremost, I'm going to be sharing this video on Patreon and YouTube. So if you're a Patreon supporter, I love you guys. Thank you so much. You've made this community great. I know that there's a lot of you who just watch and don't comment. That's okay too. That's usually how I watch different channels or YouTubers. I don't comment a lot either. But I know you're here. I know you're watching. And I love you. It means so much to me. If you're a YouTube subscriber, well, I love you guys too. And I know it probably doesn't feel that way. I haven't uploaded in quite some time. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to get better at it. And I'll explain why in a minute. So here we are. It is Friday. I look like crap. I got up at 5 a.m. Don't really know why, except I went to bed a little bit early. And at 5 a.m. I was up. So, you know, around 9:30, 10 a.m. I started feeling really tired at work. So I took an early lunch. I picked up Zaxby's and I was really grateful because I had a reward for $10 off. So my lunch was like $3 and I'm really happy about that. So I have big news, big news. I'm so excited. We found a beautiful apartment that we are moving into. We'll be moving December 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. I took some vacation days. I will take you guys through it at a later time. I am so thankful and grateful because, you know, I have an eviction on my record right now from Ryan not leaving the apartment. And I thought that would be like so hard to get in somewhere, and it was in some regards. Like a lot of apartments weren't really having it. I had one that said she could override it, and it was very close to my older kids, but I really just didn't like the apartments. And what I found was more space, and the rent is pretty much in budget. It's a little high, but I'm gonna, you know, get a side job, make more content because I make money with this as well, and just do my best to keep up. And I know that's kind of scary. I have budgeted the numbers left and right, and I'm okay. I'm not super comfortable, but I feel like that will take care of itself. With me finding another job, with possibly a raise at my job, my current work, and the online content, I believe I'll be fine. AJ and I will be fine. So it's got all hardwood floors. And once I know that everything's pulled offline, I will be more than willing to share pictures or whatever. But I just want to be careful because it's just AJ and me. And I don't really want the world knowing where I live. Some people locally could probably figure it out. But it's relatively close to everything. And it's second floor, so there's quite a few stairs to get up to the apartment. It's a duplex, first floor and second floor. All hardwood floor, all new appliances, big bedrooms, big bathroom. I am so thankful. And we are starting to get our stuff packed up out of my girlfriend's house, who I'm also super grateful for, and just get my life pieced back together one day at a time. And the apartment's really nice, like really nice. And then we find out Abby actually knows the person who's renting it. We didn't know till afterwards, but once she realized the person I met with, she was like, oh my God, I know them. So that worked out well. They are very lenient. Romeo can go. He's $15 a month. Dogs, I think, are $30, but I'm not ready for a dog. I would have to physically walk it every morning to use the bathroom and do its thing, rain, you know, snow, all of it. So I'm not ready for that. And I'm also not ready for the expense that goes with that. So we're not going to like jump into anything. I can't wait to get Romeo out of Ryan's. I've been thankful that he's been allowed to stay there, but it's not been really easy even on Romeo. So I'm going to get him cleaned up. He's not going over to the new apartment without getting a bath, so I'll probably have to do that at Ryan's. And then make sure there's not one flea on that cat. because I never have a flea problem. But there's been some dogs that he's been around. It's just made it hard. And he does have flea stuff on his neck. But they had to bite him first to die. I don't know. It's been an ongoing treatment of Romeo. And then Romeo has gotten abscesses on his face, in his whiskers. His face swells up. He gets put on the antibiotics from the vet. They don't usually drain it because it will usually just like pop on its own. So he's been dealing with that, and he's been on antibiotics, which I don't really like it because he's the one with the urinary issues. So I'm just going to be really thankful to get him somewhere quiet. Well, AJ will be there, but kind of quiet and more comfortable for him in his, older years. I don't even know exactly how old he is. I want to say 14, maybe 15. I'd have to go look and go back and look at his birth year, but he's an older cat, and he really deserves to, live the end of his life in a stable home. And, AJ, when we went to this apartment, AJ was really scared of the steps to get up to it. It took forever to get him up them. He just literally froze because he's so scared of heights. And we get up there, and he's looking around, and he's like, oh, I like it here. I like it. And then he goes to the windows and looks out, and he's like, I don't want to live here. And of course, that's the one we got. I was looking at another one, but it was like 300 less square feet for 100 less. But it was, when I went and toured it, it was another duplex. There was light all around the door, which I know is weather stripping and it's easily fixable, but I'm like, it was much smaller, lower ceilings. The apartment that we're moving into, it's a house. It's an old house, by the way, and the ceilings are pretty high. It's got gas for the furnace and electric everything else. It's got everything I need in the kitchen, from a stainless steel microwave, or I think there's a microwave, maybe not. I meant to say dishwasher, a stainless steel refrigerator, a deep sink, beautiful cabinetry, bathroom's really big with a full window. It's got windows all the way through it. So many windows. So I ordered a bunch of furniture. A bunch. Well, not as much as I wanted, because, let me explain. Everybody's asked what I want for Christmas, and I'm like, just Amazon gift cards. I want to get furniture. I want to move. I didn't realize I'd be moving quite so close to Christmas. I actually thought it would be in January, but I just wanted to do it. I wanted to do it for AJ and myself, for stability, for comfort. We just need it. And so, I don't want that tacky couch that Ryan had. So I ordered a couch. I ordered a new coffee table. I ordered a new kitchen table. Ryan has AJ's bed. He had a full-size bed. And I thought it was pretty shitty that he took it and didn't, buy AJ another bed, or just buy himself another bed. But we're talking about Ryan here. So, there's a bed in the house where he's been. So I bought him a new bed and a new mattress. I bought new nightstands. I'm trying to think what else I bought. I was going to buy a TV, but I decided to wait just a little bit. Laura's got a TV I can borrow. I bought a TV. So that means that AJ can get a TV in his room. There'll be a TV in the living room. And at night, I can use my tablet or my computer to watch TV. It's not super necessary that I have a TV in my bedroom. So I just have to buy a new Fire Stick. I'm pretty sure. I might have one. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll find out. And all that stuff is coming to be delivered on the 14th to where I'm living now. So I'm going to have to get that shit hauled over to the new place and up those steps. I've enlisted the help of my uncles and my girlfriends and their boyfriends. And it's going to be a lot of work and hopefully a really fast move. All that furniture has to be assembled. My mom and Don are flying in for Christmas, and Don's really good at doing that, and so is Laura. So I'm gonna see if I can do the couch by myself, if we can just get it upstairs somehow. And then I read online that the kitchen table took 2 hours and for somebody to do by themselves, a woman. So I'm excited about that stuff. I'm happy to have new stuff. My desk is at Ryan's. You know, we both bought the washer and dryer. He's probably going to give me a dryer, be an asshole about it, and make me buy a washer. But, you know, I might wait just a little bit on the washer. If I have to, I'll take my clothes somewhere and wash them. It's not like the end of the world for me. I can buy a small little apartment washer if I have to from Amazon just to get us through. And if it's necessary, then I will. But I can probably find a used washer for close to the same on the little one. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what my budget entails. And then over this weekend, I'm going to be packing up the basement where I'm at. I'm going to be rearranging the garage so all of my stuff is easy to access and I can just pull it out. And I'm also making room for the new furniture to just sit in there basically for a day or two. Some stuff might get delivered early. I doubt it. But if it does, there'll be place in the garage for me to put that stuff. And let's see what else. Like I said, I took some vacation days to, you know, get settled in right before Christmas. I'm definitely going to have to buy a Christmas tree. The hardest things to move in is all that furniture in the boxes, my mattress, and my treadmill that's in storage. I'd ideally like to get storage cleaned out by the end of December so I never have to pay another storage bill. We'll see about it. I don't know for sure if I can do that, but I'll be making lots of trips. I'll be climbing the steps, hopefully getting my legs in better shape and getting AJ and I settled. We need it. And somehow last night, you know, Ryan and I argued all the way up till the time we basically got tired and went to bed. But we turned the corner just a little bit where we're getting along. So hopefully maybe he can move in the washer or the dryer for me. Maybe he can help with my mattress. Maybe he can help. That would be the freaking least he could do. I know he's dying to see it. Dying to know how much I'm paying for it. $300 more than what his rent is, and you know he struggles every day, but I have budgeted and budgeted and budgeted, and I believe I'll be okay. So I just have to be very careful, very diligent, and start bringing in more money. And that leads me to making new videos and more videos because I'm in my own space. I think it'll be a lot better. I can't really start Vlogmas at the end of December, but whatever. We'll start vlogging more for sure and doing more dedicated videos. And there's great lighting throughout the apartment. So many windows, and there's no curtain rods on the windows, so that's a little project I'm gonna have to work on. I might just tack up the curtains temporarily till I can get some curtains. Again, all that has to be worked into the budget, and I have to be very careful. Another thing Ryan did was not pay one of the utilities from when he was living in the apartment for the 2 months or whatever it was. You know, that really just pissed me off, so I have to pay all of the utilities to get them in my name. But thankfully, I have the money to do that, and I believe in my heart that he will give me the money, or at least half of it. And I was even talking about possibly going to court for child support. It's really the last thing I want to do. It's not something that I'm wanting to do at all. My hair's a mess today. But if he isn't substantially helping, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So it's free to do that. I've already filled out the paperwork yesterday, but I decided just to give him a little more time for cooling heads to prevail before I just jump into something like that. And so, all that's going on. It's such a busy couple weeks. I'm excited, so excited to move. AJ's excited except for the stairs. Hopefully we'll put a curtain over his window and it won't bother him as badly. And hopefully it will help. I mean, he has such a fear of heights. I mean, no joke. Freezes. And one of his doctor's offices was like the one in Indianapolis was like, I don't know, 5 stories high, something like that. And he kind of got to the window, and it was like a floor length window. And he just lost his shit. He just like froze, started crying, screaming. Like, it's obviously a serious fear for him. And I'm hoping that if we just take our time and go up those steps, it's steps, landing, steps, just to get inside. And I can see where that would be scary for him. So we're just going to take our time, especially in the winter. And hopefully by this time next year, he'll be running up and down those steps. Let's just hope. Speaking of AJ, we had his meeting at school on Wednesday. Ryan showed up. And basically, I can sum it up pretty quickly. He has a speech problem. I think we know that. And my bangs are growing. And they're out. I look crazy. But he has a speech problem, and they're going to pull him from class twice a week to work with his speech instructor. And he also has a hyperactivity problem. He has trouble sitting for longer than 5 minutes. He gives up easily. He sometimes runs out of the classroom. And they have put together this plan to help him. And I was so happy and grateful that nobody mentioned medication. They mentioned steps that could help him, such as there's a big obstacle course in the principal's office with a trampoline, all of it. He gets to run that twice if he starts feeling like he has too much energy. Like, he can go to the office and he can run that course twice. He, after 5 minutes of sitting still, he can get up from his desk and hang out for 10 minutes. So he's sitting down for 5, and then he can like stand up and do his work standing up, move around for 10, back in the chair for 5. Just different coping mechanisms to help him. I didn't realize, like, he was sad, but they, the report said that he cried a lot. He hid under his desk. I never got notes about any of that. And when I was speaking to his teacher, there was quite a few people in the meeting. She said that's not every day. That's here and there. When he gets super upset about something, or like he was asked to read in front of the classroom and he got super embarrassed, started crying, hid under a desk, and then saw his favorite person there, which is Mrs. Oak. She's an older lady, like a grandma figure. And he ran and hid behind her once he saw her. She read his piece for him. So, I am working my best. I'm doing my best not to feed him such a nasty American sugary freaking breakfast. Like, we do allow Captain Crunch and stuff like that, but we've started implementing healthier cereals, especially for school mornings, and oatmeal and stuff that doesn't really have that much sugar. Milk that does have a little bit, but not that much. He's getting like not a lot of juice in the morning, not a lot of fresh fruit because it's got natural sugars in it. I'm trying my best to tone down the sugar intake, dial that back, and hopefully make it a little easier for him to sit there in that chair. So, I mean, we do some fruit like bananas and stuff, and that's still much better than all the crap like Pop-Tarts and all of that. But I'm starting to make a few changes that hopefully will help him a little bit. And maybe it won't, but I'm just going to try. The older kids are doing really well. Brittany's really excited about the apartment. Jackson's working and trying to figure out if he's going to go back to school. Everything seems to be going okay, and better than okay, actually. And hopefully I will be in that new apartment, super happy, budgeting my money carefully, and not making some of the same mistakes that I've made before. And I think we all know what those are. I'm not going to list them out. I'm not going to harp on things of the past or lives that I had before this one, because I feel like I've lived a bunch of little lives in this lifetime. And I'm just going to focus on the future and taking care of my kids, taking care of myself as well, and trying to get on that treadmill every day and get some of the weight off me so I feel better, and continue to maintain good sleep and eating habits. The eating habits are a lot different than what they used to be, because AJ and I just don't eat like when we're feeding a family. Like, he had chicken nuggets the other night with some cottage cheese and fruit, and I had a bologna sandwich. So making videos like, you know, what we're eating is not always easy, because we're not eating stuff that I'm really cooking. But hopefully once I'm in the new place, I will do a little bit more cooking. Definitely want to save money and not eat out and not DoorDash as much. It's terrible on my bank account. And just do more dinners in, and definitely take my lunch more to work as well. So that is the good news. I am so excited about the apartment, the furniture, getting moved. I'm scared how I'm going to get everything into the apartment. I really am. But I gave myself plenty of time, at least I hope. I don't have that much stuff right now. I mean, I do have my storage unit. I have stuff at Abby's. But it'll be good. So I'm very excited. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for being on Patreon. Thank you for being on YouTube. I'll see you very soon. I'll do a walkthrough as soon as I can get in there and see it again. I'm guessing that probably won't be till the day I move in. So that will be Friday. And Friday the 15th, I have my office party, and then we don't go back to work after that. So I'll meet him and get my keys and see what I can do about getting some of my stuff over there. I'm super excited. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. And let me know how you're doing in the comments below. Bye.